My dear British native friends, we must never forget that Lucifer became Satan after his famous apocalyptic fall. He was the most admirable and intelligent creature after God, whom he unfortunately wanted to become equal. The prince of darkness was cast to earth with his apostate brethren in order to tempt humankind until the end of time. I believe, without a shadow of a doubt, that Satan is at work on the territory of the Great Britain like everywhere else. And the tactic he is using today is not new. It is by mingling with impious populations that the Israelites ended up worshipping false gods, thus provoking God's wrath. Allow me a quote. "You have done more evil than all who lived before you. You have made for yourself other gods, idols made of metal. You have aroused my anger and turned your back on me." We must never forget that the goal of Muslims is the conversion of all infidels and a strict application of the Sharia law. Now, if Christ is the Son of the living God, raised from the dead in order to redeem mankind, which God do Muslims worship? We must absolutely come to the conclusion that Muslims are trying by all means to plunge British-born people in apostasy. And believe me, my friends, that's where the shoe is going to pinch the most, because each one of us will have to live with his very own spirit for eternity. I see it again, therefore, with strength. Christians and Muslims were not cast in the same mold. It is undubitable for me that Allah is an integral part of those numerous teams of false gods of the Old Testament. Bah, all gods are equivalent, some would say. Beware of spiritual lukewarmness and laxity, my friends. Let me cite a passage of the Bible. "So because you are lukewarm and neither hot nor cold, I will spit you out of my mouth." Revelation 3:16. And also this passage of a word given by Jesus himself. "Whoever is ashamed of me and of my words, of him will the Son of Man be ashamed when he comes in his glory and the glory of the Father and of the holy angels." Luke 9:26. It is an open secret that the cohabitation between Israelites and ungodly people has always been laborious, even chaotic. Now it seems evident that this is the case given the immigration of most Muslims into Christian territory. Let us clarify that the worst option of a Christian could exercise would be to convert to Islam. It is a free choice that he might regret not only bitterly, but also eternally. For Allah would not grant salvation or entry in the kingdom of heaven to anyone. For no one comes to the Father except through Jesus Christ. It is essential, it is fundamental. I say so without hesitation. Muslim religion espouses the traits of Satanism. I would add that a reading of the Quran allows us to affirm that this religion is extreme in itself, that it promotes violence and even pedophilia. The numerous arrests of Muslim followers on British territory for attempted seduction of underage girls attest prima facie of this sad reality, of this perversity rooted in Muslim morals. It is therefore imperative for the native British to dissociate themselves from the deadly way of life that the Islamic religion promotes. It is time for everyone to make his bed, for or against Christ. It is not by the sound of Krishna bells that God will open to you. As for Buddha, his obesity certainly doesn't allow him to enter through the narrow gate of the kingdom. Great Britain, like Poland, is a Christian country and will remain so until Christ comes to close the books at the end of time. It's better to pick the right side, as there is no right to opt out after witnessing with our own eyes that Jesus Christ is indeed the Son of the living God and that Allah is merely a spiritual futility. Have a great day.